Imagine finding a lump of corroded bronze and wood at the bottom of the sea. It's 1901, off the coast of a tiny Greek island called Antikythera. Divers are salvaging treasures from a 2,000-year-old Roman shipwreck. Among the statues and coins, they find this unassuming, crumbling artifact. It's taken back to Athens, stored away with more obviously beautiful finds. For decades, no one really knows what it is. But then, slowly, researchers begin to clean it, to X-ray it. And what they discover is an object so profoundly out of place, so bafflingly advanced, that it rewrites our understanding of ancient technology. It's a device that should not exist. I'm Ibnul Jaif Farabi, and this is Hidden Histories, the Untold Files. This is the Antikythera mechanism. Dated to somewhere between 150 and 100 BCE, it's the world's oldest known analog computer. Not a computer in our digital sense, but a breathtakingly complex mechanical calculator made of at least 30 interlocking bronze gears, housed in a wooden case about the size of a shoebox. You turned a hand crank on the side, and dials and pointers would move, tracking time and predicting celestial events with stunning accuracy. Here's what it could do, according to the latest research. One dial tracked the 365-day Egyptian calendar. Another showed the positions of the sun and moon in the zodiac. A tiny, painted ball rotated to show the moon's phase. But it gets more sophisticated. It predicted lunar and solar eclipses. It even modeled the irregular orbit of the moon, using a clever pin-and-slot mechanism that accounted for its varying speed, a principle of orbital mechanics we wouldn't formally understand for another 1,800 years. Some researchers believe it also tracked the cycles of the 5 known planets. This wasn't a toy. It was a portable, clockwork universe. And that's the core of the mystery. Nothing remotely close to its complexity appears again in the historical record for over a millennium. The next devices with this many gears are medieval European clock towers, built around the 14th century. So, we have to ask, who made this? And how is the knowledge lost? The leading theory points to the island of Rhodes, a known center of astronomy and engineering. The shipwreck was on a route from Rhodes to Rome. The great thinker Posidonius lived there, as did the legendary engineer Hero of Alexandria, who wrote about automated devices and gear trains. Cicero even wrote about a device recently constructed by our friend Posidonius, which at each revolution reproduces the same motions of the sun, the moon, and the 5 planets. That's not a smoking gun, but it's a compelling clue. This was likely the work of a single brilliant workshop, perhaps even a genius inventor whose name is lost to us. But the loss is the haunting part. Think of the Library of Alexandria burning, the slow fragmentation of the ancient world, the shift from practical mechanics to philosophical contemplation. The knowledge required to build the Antikythera mechanism, the precise mathematics, the metallurgy, the miniaturization, it all seems to have evaporated. It's a stark reminder that progress isn't a straight line. Technological peaks can be isolated, and dark ages can swallow wonders whole. It makes me think about the nature of discovery. As an engineer, I look at those gear trains, and I feel a direct, humbling kinship with that unknown artisan. We're solving the same problems, separated by 2 millennia. But it also makes me wonder, what fragments of our own technology would baffle future archaeologists? What cornerstone of our knowledge might be so fragile that it could be lost in a shipwreck of history? The Antikythera mechanism is a monument not just to human ingenuity, but to its vulnerability. It's a whisper from the past, telling us that brilliance is often a solitary, flickering flame. We have to work to keep it lit. For Hidden Histories, The Untold Files, I'm Ibnul Jaif Farabi. This is a production of Light Knot Studios. Find more threads of history's greatest mysteries at https://www.lightknotstudios.com.